previous episode, Winston and I went out on a local walk. We explored the boating lake before heading down a trail by the river, and I tried to involve you more in day-to-day pod life, and I explained a little bit into how I go about creating my vlogs as our 64-day adventure continues. Good morning. So it's kind of a pod day today. I've got to do some washing. I've got to do the tyre pressure and check the nuts on the caravan, and obviously the tyre pressure on the van. Got some other little jobs to do as well because we're moving campsite tomorrow to our final campsite of this trip. So yeah, we're not really going to go. We might leave the campsite to go for like a little mooch, a little walk around, but we're not doing anything big and adventurous today. But the washing, I'm going to have to use the dryer because the weather's iffy. Some weather reports are saying it's raining, some saying it's on. 1 minute it looks lovely and bright, the next minute it looks overcast, so I'm just going to stick it in the dryer. I am quite lucky though, because this is the first time I've used the dryer on my whole trip, considering the amount of wind and rain and bad weather that we've experienced on this trip. The fact that I've managed to time it so that every time I do my washing I've had a good day to hang it out and dry is remarkable, really. But I'm going to be home in a couple of days, so I don't really want to do. I've got enough washing to do like 2 or 3 loads, but there's no point doing that. So I'm just going to take out what I'm going to need for the next few days, wash those, and then because there's less wet clothes, it's going to be cheaper in the dryer and obviously quicker. So that is a plan. I just need to work out what dirty clothes I'm going to need in the next 5 or so days. So let's crack on with that. So to all the people that think that my van has remained clean whilst I've been on this large adventure, as you can see, it hasn't. It just looks clean if I film it from far away, but Dory is actually filthy. So I'm just sorting out what I need to wash for the next few days, and then the rest of it can wait until I get home. Now I've obviously blurred it out because I really don't want my dirty laundry being made public on the internet. So I've just walked all the way down to the laundry room carrying my washing, detergent, scent boosters, my money, my phone, blankets, arms full, like this, wandering down. It's closed for cleaning. I gotta wait an hour and a half, well, an hour-ish. I might go shopping, you know. There's that Mill shop right outside the campsite, which is kind of like an outdoor country store. Now I don't need anything, and I'm not interested in branded designer goods. I couldn't really care. I'm the type of person that rather than buying a £1,000 purse and having 100 quid in it, I would much rather buy a 100 quid purse and have £1,000 in it. In fact, I don't even want the purse, just give me the 1,100 quid. I'd much prefer that. Like, I will find a way to carry that without a purse. So, that's kind of my attitude. So I'm not interested in designer stuff, but I do like a bargain and I do like a sale. So I might just go and have a look and see what's there, and then come back and put my washing in. And then I can take Wiggly out for some afternoon walks. That's it, that's the plan, that's it, that's what we're doing. Wiggly's gonna stay here and look after the washing and the dirty blankets that were meant to be in the washing machine now. You continue your morning snoozes, won't you? Yeah, and continue your morning snoozes. You're a good boy. Right, so I'm just going to pause that here because I love how the image on these thermal leggings are of somebody wearing red sky-high platform heels, because that's how I like to wear mine too. But anyway, let's continue. So I did like this jacket, but because I'm so pale, I didn't know how the colour would look on me, so I decided to try it on. But if I'm honest, it just made me feel like a giant easy peeler. I tried this navy jacket on as well, which I did like a little bit more, and it had this nice light blue lining. I continued to look around. I visited the whiskey section, which was options galore. There was also a home section. A restaurant and coffee shop. And even a display showing how tartan is made. But after not buying anything for myself, I did find something that had Winston's name written all over it. Got your name on it. Well, they didn't have your name, but that's got you written all over it. I need to take the tag off. We then took his new toy for a little spin around the campsite. I then went and put my washing in before heading back to the pod. Is it because you is the best dog ever? No. You is. So the washing is in. It's going to take about 40 minutes. I'm now going to make myself a corned beef sandwich for lunch and enjoy a little bit of this glorious sunshine before I have to switch the washing over. I am tempted to try and dry it on the line. This weather is perfect for drying washing outside, but I don't trust the weather. I've also not set up the van and the caravan very well for washing, so I would struggle to hang my washing out. I don't know, I'll think about it. I might just stick £2 in the dry and be done with it and then not have to keep faffing around with everything, because I'd have to start moving the van and caravan. I might just do that. It's the last one, so we'll see. Anyway, I want a sandwich. and then it was back to the laundry room to put my washing in the dryer. There's another poo bag in there. I've just seen it go around. I'm going to get it in a sec. But I've got 2 poo bags out of the washing machine, and then I just saw one go past in the dryer. For anyone that owns dogs, you will know the struggle. Every pocket, every coat or trousers or jacket has poo bags in. And I'm very sorry, this light just goes on and off and on and off. But yeah. We've always got poo bags somewhere. Now I do get asked if I do any maintenance to my van and pod whilst I'm travelling, and generally no. They're both well serviced, and aside from the odd fluid check or a top up of windscreen washer, or as you can see here, the tyre pressure, I don't really do anything whilst I'm travelling. Okay, so now it is most definitely raining. Just getting all this crap off my hands from doing the air pressure. But that's all of our jobs done now. Well, apart from like work and stuff, but... Oh, I need to go get some water, but I'll do that when I walk Winston later. But yeah. Pod job's done. Laptop jobs still to go, but they're never ending. They just keep going on and on, so... Yeah, make a cup of tea, settle down in front of the laptop, listen to the rain outside, and that's us for the rest of this campsite. We're moving tomorrow. So I did make a cup of tea, and I did try to work, but... Right, so I've just woke up from an afternoon nap. I'd like to say that I was tired because I've been working so hard, but I'm actually tired because I stayed up till about 1:45 last night, just scrolling through my phone, doing nothing of any value, but for some reason I could not put my phone down and go to sleep last night, so kind of started doing work and then just, yeah, so I've just been to sleep. But woke up just in time for food. Drying the pots after doing the washing up, and I had a quick look. Oh, the camera's falling. Let's try again. I'm gonna stay there. Try this again. Currently washing. No, I'm not washing the pots anymore. I'm currently drying the pots after washing them up. And I had a quick look through my YouTube comments, and somebody comments saying that they've just seen a pod at Moffat campsite, which is currently where we're at, and was this us? And they want to come and say hi, but they didn't want to intrude, which was very polite and thoughtful of them. And then I'd put a post on, I scheduled a post to be released, and when I woke up from my nap, I saw that they'd put on the post, because in the post I asked, what's everyone up to? Are you on an adventure? And they put they're currently camping at Moffat campsite. So they're on this campsite with me. And I kind of want to say to them, yes, I'm here. And yes, I'm happy for them to come and say hello, but at the same time, I don't want to make my location known publicly on the internet. There's a lot of weird people on the internet, and being a single female that travels alone, I don't like people to know where I am, which is why I record and edit the vlogs so far in advance. So, for example, now I'm at Moffat. The actual vlog that's coming out is I'm just getting to Oban. So I'm literally on the other side of the country, about to go off into the Outer Hebrides, but I've already done that. I've been to the Outer Hebrides, I've been all the way around, I've been down to Inverness, I've been to Edinburgh, I'm now here. So it's, I mean, if you try and use the vlogs to try and pinpoint my location, you won't be able to. By the time this one comes out, by the time you're watching this, I won't be in Moffat, I'll be somewhere else on a completely other adventure, because this will be several months later when you get to watch this, if that makes sense. So I was trying to find a way to, how can I respond to say like, yeah, I'm here, happy to come and say hello, but without saying I'm here. I don't know if that makes sense. But, I mean, I do get a lot of comments of people trying to find out what campsites I've booked. So on this adventure, kind of know where I'm going. Like, oh, where are you staying in this when you go to, for example, where you go to Edinburgh? Where are you staying when you go to Edinburgh? Where are you staying in the North Pennines? Like, what have you booked? And I think it's very different, someone coming to find you, than someone just being on a campsite with you and recognising you. It's a very different mentality. So yeah, I've responded. So on the one where they said they're currently at Moffat campsite, I put, oh, small world. Like could be. And then on the one where they said that they've seen a pod and they would like to come and say hello, but they don't want to intrude, and is that me? I try to be, this is a little bit more harder. I'm terrible at putting my sentences together recently. I put, what did I put? I put something like, if you see a pod, we're always happy to say hello. As if like it's the pod collective, anybody with a pod is happy to say hello. Which I'm guessing is mainly true, but... Right, I'm done. I'm going to make a cup of tea. So a quick update, they got the cryptic message and they came over and we had a nice little chat. I apologise if you can hear some chomping because Winston's down here working on a bit of rabbit skin. I've just made a cup of tea. I've got, these are really tasty, a dark chocolate ginger bar by Border. Really enjoying these chocolate biscuits with a cup of tea, of course. I just feel like I have no problem people coming over to say hello, but I'm a little bit embarrassed because my van is completely filthy inside and out. My caravan is especially filthy on the outside. You alright there, Winst? Oh, take it steady. It's already dead. So yeah, and the caravan is particularly filthy on the outside. The inside isn't too bad because I've been trying to keep it clean as I go, but I had just cooked tea and I had those garlic steaks, so there's a really overpowering smell of this garlic and herb thing that they're marinated in. So obviously, with it being a small caravan, it's not as though you invite them in because you would never fit me plus Winston plus those two plus their dog inside this caravan. So we obviously stood outside to chat, but it was near the door, so I'm sat there thinking, hope that they don't think my caravan smells like this all the time. I had just finished cooking, but lovely people. It was nice to hear about their adventures, where they're from, where they've been in Scotland and what they plan on doing. It was nice, lovely people. So I'm going to get on with some editing. Oh, I'm just going to get Winston a drink because he is now looking at me saying he wants a drink now that he's finished his rabbit skin, and because I am his servant, I must oblige because he is the best dog ever. Did you not read his toy? And that was our last day at Moffat campsite. Tomorrow we make our way to our 16th and final campsite of our 3-month-long adventure. Stay tuned.